to stop being an insult sooner rather than later. And I want to invite the conversation about what comes next, because this binary of AI written equals shit and human written equals high caliber is no longer relevant, really, dare I say. This was in regards to that video I made about Clay's internal AI policy, about how to avoid work slop. And the article itself, it's a blog post by Sophie Albert, one of their engineers, and it's about a one-pager. It's very cogent, meaning it is clear, it is concise, and most importantly, when I read it, the reason I did a video about it is it made me think. It pushed my opinion further, which is what good writing should do. So in some ways, I don't think it was written by AI, but even if it was, who cares? Because the effect on the receiver or the effect on the reader is more important than the producer or the kind of provenance of the information. Does that make sense? I feel like that's too abstract, but basically we need to move beyond this false binary of AI written versus human written, because increasingly AI is going to be involved. There are going to be fingerprints of AI in most content, to be honest. And the reason I liked that piece is that it went beyond. I feel like in the last few months in particular, all the conversations are just complaining about work slop. And at a certain point, it's tiresome to keep complaining about something. And now we need to move forward to, okay, cool, what are we going to do about this? And I think that is where I am excited for the conversation to be going of what are the ground rules? What are the communal kind of norms that we are setting around the use of AI in written communication, obviously in other forms of communication. But I am obsessed with, if you follow me for a long time, you know that I'm obsessed with signal. And the key point here is that signal is shifting, meaning what good looks like is now changing pretty rapidly. And that is what I'm really interested in. So I'm curious if anybody else has seen, because I know I've seen really high caliber AI output, but that is almost entirely from somebody who has a lot of domain expertise, who's done phenomenal context engineering in terms of, setting up their AI system with a lot of their own judgment, opinions, et cetera. But so that's a lot of work on the back end. But I have seen genuinely very, very high caliber AI output, but maybe that's an aberration. I don't know. Anybody weigh in? We need new terminology, basically. And I don't mind an insult, but we need to move beyond that.